Hi, everybody. Today I want to show you a website where you can sell your artwork. And I know for a fact that the artists do sell artwork off of this. This site very much reminds me of some of the artwork that was for sale back in the day when you could actually use eBay as an art selling outlet. You still can, but it's just not as vibrant or as lucrative as it used to be. And this site is called Daily PaintWorks. So let me show you really quickly. I'm going to look up one of the artists who's amazing. It's very easy to find him because he's pretty prevalent on here. Abido lives in the area. He paints mostly Florida scenes. Is a really good water painter. As you can see, his water very much looks realistic. And he started using this some years ago. I remember him posting about it. And I started thinking about wanting to sell work. Here, I'm going to do some zooming for him. Wanting to sell some work and really wondering, where do I want to sell it? I mean, I can make a website, yes, and put it out there, but how am I going to get eyes on it? So let me move myself out of the way here so I can close this box. So if you look at Abido's gallery, you come up here to the top, as you will see, he has 64 works of art in this gallery. And if you scroll down, everywhere that you see a red dot, just as in a gallery when they put the dots on the pieces, this work is sold. So in this case, with his 64 works of art, of the 64 pieces of artwork that he's put up on this site, almost all of them are sold. So it's been a really good platform for him. The person who runs the site, or the person that I've been able to talk with, is very, very helpful, very nice. If you email them with a question, they respond within a day. You get your first 30 days of this site you get for free. You can load it up. As you can see, for me, I have 13 days left in my trial. And after that, it is $12.95. It has been $12.95 since its inception. It actually used to be more expensive when it started out as a co-op of 50 artists. This was $20 a month. And since then, all of those artists have been grandfathered in. So their works remain on here and remain being promoted, on the site. So, but let me show you. This is my gallery, which I've just started putting paintings in. In this case, I have, all right, so you have here, I can show you, manage your gallery categories. You have to create a category for all, and then your gallery can look more like Abido's. Let me see if this, when I go back, if it just takes us back to his. So as you can see, he doesn't have it divided up into different categories. He just has his name underneath each piece, and then each piece is listed into the gallery. And so his category would be all. So if you just want to have all of your pictures posted in the same place, this can also serve as your website. There are features for this, and I'll show you in a little bit as I dig into some of the features, where you can literally put a customizable website name on this. And then if you wanted to say, this is my website is xyzart.com, then people can go to xyzart.com and it will roll over into your gallery here on Daily PaintWorks, which gives you automatically a shopping cart where you can sell your items. Out of the way again. Up here in the corner, you can see it talks about the daily email. They have a group of people who receive a daily email from Daily PaintWorks with new works of art. Generally, it comes out, I've been noticing on average, about 150 to 175 new works added to the site every day that go out onto this email to people who like to buy and collect art. You can sign up for it yourself and see what other people are doing for inspiration. You can tell other people that you know love to collect art to sign up for it so that they receive the email every day with the new art. If your art's going to be added to that, then they would get that email sent to them. So you get an automatic customer base that's receiving those emails to see your work. From that email, people can then click on, they won't have all the works. They might say 150 to 175 new works, but they might only show 50 in the email. And then they'll have a link that says, come to our site to see the rest of the new works. And then your work will be on that front page when the people arrive there. But so far, everything that I've listed out into the email has gone out in the email and is also on the front page. So I haven't put up anything in the last day or so to show you. But as I said, this all category, if I had packed this full of artwork and I were to click on this, which I only have one painting in there right now. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. It's showing everything. So even if I divide this skeleton into a category, in the all category, it's going to show everything in all the categories. So, but if you want people to specifically want to find a particular type of art that you're doing, for example, I do a lot of skeletons, so people just want to see all the skeletons that I've done, I can put them in this category. I'm getting ready to do some miniatures. This size. These are going to be little cactuses. So I may want to have a segment on my gallery called miniatures, because I might have people come who just want to look at miniature paintings. And also I can separate them away from my other items so that people will actually notice that they are miniatures. So you get this gallery page. You are allowed to do mature content on this site. So if you like painting nudes and things like this is a site to sell it on. People can click this button to hide the mature content and not look at the nudes if they don't want to, but otherwise you can list nudes on this site. Let me see if I go ahead and click here. I'll have to be careful here because I don't think Twitch will allow me to show any nudes, so I can only scroll down and carefully watch for that. But I just wanted to give you a better idea of the other artists and other artwork on this site. Text. So you can put a bio on this site, and you can put photos. You can also you can add pages to this as well. You can have an events page. You can add a print page. Now, all of the artwork that is listed on Daily PaintWorks needs to be what they call natural materials. And what they mean by that is it has to be canvas and paint and, your traditional IRL, in real life, art supplies that you create a piece of artwork with. So there's no prints and there's no digital artwork. Everything has to be a physical piece that you ship out. And they don't really, even though you can print a digital piece on a canvas or something like this, they don't really want that on the main thing. They want original pieces of artwork to be sold, by their email and on their thing. But they have a feature here where if you want to add a print page, you want to add a page to this gallery where you can sell your own prints, they have an option to be able to just push this button and add a prints page, and then you can upload those things and price them and have prints available of your work. And of course, in the description, you could just go ahead and tell people, you know, if your painting is $500 and somebody can't afford the $500, you don't have to say it like that, but you could say, if you know, prints of this are available on my prints page, and then you can put a link to that. Have an events page if you have events coming up. If you are an IRL artist that is setting up at markets or setting up at various art shows all across the country, then you can add this events page and list the places that you're going to be showing your work, so that people can find you in person. So those are some great features for this particular site. So we've covered the fact that artists do sell work off of it. It's fairly compact, you know, nothing against something like Fine Art America, but what I find with Fine Art America is just so overwhelming. So many choices and so many different ways to buy that it's difficult to even focus on the work sometimes. With Daily PaintWorks, you know that these artists are painting every day, listing the things every day, putting them up. You're buying original artwork. You can buy a print of it. But, you know, it's not 400,000 different choices of how to buy that, unless that's what you want to create. But to me, it just feels a little bit more, a little bit more like an intimate setting where you're connecting closer with the artist directly. So where I was talking about, you can go ahead and if you want to have your own website name that goes directly to this is where you would add it. You can manage your domain here. You can add your custom domain. Registering one, I don't know if you can buy one through here, but you can actually transfer it to the to Daily PaintWorks. And so this is the box where you would add your personal domain to it. You have these various, you have your analytics to see who's coming. I guess your buyers might be a database of people who have purchased from you before, so you'd be able to continue to contact them if you wanted to send out a notice or an alert or a new artwork alert. And then the other cool thing about this site is you can sell directly with a flat price, where you just come up with a price that you want to sell your artwork for. Or if you're really not confident with your pricing and you really don't know what the market will bear for your work and you want to do some testing, they also have an auction feature. So you can choose when you put your artwork up, whether you want to put it up for auction or whether you want to put it up for sale. And through the auction service, that will give you an opportunity. If people want to fight over your artwork and drive the price up, that's always a great feeling. And it will also tell you a better idea what your artwork will sell for. You might only put it up for auction for $200 and say, I'm perfectly satisfied with that price. But if a couple people get into a fight over it and start bidding it up, that piece might sell for $350 to $400. And then, you know, going forward, that particular style of piece, you can price going forward at $300 to $400, because you not only had one buyer that was willing to pay that amount, you had two buyers willing to pay that amount. And it gives you a better way to find out what your, you know, what your pricing should be for the work that you're doing. Buying methods, you have PayPal, traditional old PayPal that you can use, but you also have, if you're into Stripe, if you're doing the newer thing now and you want to do Stripe, they also have that available to you. As you can see, it's text notifications. So if you got a phone list or you were taking phone numbers of people who want to be notified of your work, you can plug them into there and they can get a text notification when an art piece goes up. If you're away on vacation and you don't want to get orders that aren't going to get filled because you're gone for 2 weeks and you don't want to come back to a bunch of surprises and a bunch of unhappy people, Then you can turn a vacation toggle on, and it will tell people, hey, you're on vacation, or it won't promote you as much. I'm not really sure exactly what all's involved with that, but nonetheless, you can pause this site is only really concerned with, the only way that they make money is that you're paying them a membership fee per month. And then all of the features with the site are available to you. So Daily PaintWorks leaves the door open for you. If you want to list the items on Daily PaintWorks and have it sent out to the email, you can do that. And it will be on their site. But if you already have a bunch of pieces of work that you're selling on eBay or Etsy or even your own website, you also can plug in that link into your selling area. So people can still buy from your Etsy shop. They can still buy from your eBay shop. There's a particular artist on here. I'm not going to go look for him right now, but he actually sells almost all of his stuff through eBay and just puts the link to his eBay auctions into the site. And then they see his work on here, they click on it, and where they're actually going to buy it and bid on it is on eBay. And they're selling through that. So it doesn't really matter what platform you were using before. You don't have to rework your whole deal if you don't want to. If you have a ton of stuff listed on an Etsy site, but you just want to get more eyes on your work, you can come in here, put your work up, and put that link in. And that way you can sell directly off of your Etsy site, your Square site, or wherever else you want to sell from, or all of the above, in your listings. But your listing will still have 2 photos that are going to go out onto the main site to get eyeballs on it so people can find you. And as I said, you can have a custom domain so people looking for your personal site could find you there. Then they could go buy from all of your different platforms. So I thought that was really unique and cool of the people who built this site. Painting these videos and putting the videos up onto YouTube, for example, you can take any URL of that video and also plug that into your listing for that painting. So because they only have 2 photographs on the site, a main photograph and a secondary photograph for your listing on Daily PaintWorks, opportunity to add a URL to a video, and then in that video you can show yourself painting that painting. You can do a slideshow of that painting in different mock-ups. You could show insets of the painting. You can do whatever you want basically in the video within reason to show off that painting. You can share all of that back out onto your social media. So again, the site is called Daily PaintWorks. Daily PaintWorks. And the website address is dailypaintworks.com. You definitely need to consider putting your work up on Daily PaintWorks. I think it's just a best of both worlds scenario. Let me go ahead and stop sharing here and come back a little bit more face to face. So yes, I think check it out. Think about listing stuff. It doesn't require, it's self-explanatory. It's not difficult to list something. You only need a couple of photos. And then from there, it's available to you to just keep expanding and tinkering with. And again, $12.95 a month. You're getting that customer base. You're getting a free month to load everything up to begin with. You can share everything from there to start. You don't have to, switch horses of any other sites that you have that you are selling on. You can simply put those links in there. In many cases, that may be the $12.95. They've made a point of saying we have not raised our prices since we changed to this price. So for $12.95, it may be a lot cheaper than whatever you're paying to host your website wherever you're hosting it. So it may be a little bit of a money savings. And I think you're going to find that you have almost all the same features that you would have with a traditional website. So check it out. I will be listing more paintings there soon of all sizes and all genres, and we'll be sharing them. So If you have seen this video, thank you so much for watching and for getting this far with it. But if you've seen this video and then 3 or 4 months from now, you are thinking to yourself, where was that site she was talking about? I think I want to list my things. I will be listing on my social media different pieces of artwork that will lead back to Daily PaintWorks. So you'll also see that in upcoming links with art for sale. But that's my review. Thanks for watching.